Hey everyone, and welcome to our Zelos Games Prep Show. I'm your host, Lauren Kalil, and today I'm joined with CrossFit Games athlete Alex Gazan. Alex, it's been a busy off season for you, but it looks like you're having a lot of fun training right now.
Yeah, it's been a good time. Nice to get back into the groove of training, and we have a good crew, and yeah, it's been really fun.
And that's really what I can tell just from some of your posts that it seems like everybody's gelling really well and the underdogs are like having fun together, you and some of the other women. Do you guys train in big groups or have like individual training sessions, or how is that working now with the off season?
I feel like most people will do their monostructural or like first session alone. So like most people have equipment in their garage gym, or will go to the gym early and bang out rowing or running or whatever it is, and then we all try to work out together in like the morning afternoon. So we'll do like lifting and a metcon and some skill pieces together. Um, But yeah, for the most part, all together, other than like a little bit of each day.
So, coming off of your rookie season of the games, what are some of the goals that you've now been trying to achieve heading into the next season?
Yeah, Justin and I had a good conversation about that after the games, and obviously, like the goal is to improve off of the last year and like build off of that. Um, so just working on filling a couple holes, but really just kind of like continuing to build the building blocks and um, yeah, it's not really like a specific goal, but just to be better than last year and um, obviously, like, my ultimate goal is to, like, podium, like, be in the top, but no rush necessarily.
No rush at all. And it seems like we said you're having fun with your training. You recently just got first at a local competition. Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh, yeah, super fun. It's called Desert City Slam. Leah and Sean, the owners of CrossFit Insight, put it on. It's, like, just really fun. I had done it a couple times before, so, um, I wanted to do it again. It's
What was that like? Were you able to meet up with any like old friends, or what was the atmosphere like for you?
it was really good. My dad lives in Arizona, and I haven't seen him in a year, so I got to see him,
Oh
and
my
he was able
gosh.
to come watch. Yeah, it was really nice to see him, and I had met a lot of the people from that gym from the past couple times, so it's always good to see them and reconnect. We actually stayed at Sean and Lee's house, who own the gym, and they're super cool. So just kind of like continuing to build those relationships that were already established.
So reconnecting with your dad in over a year, I imagine then
Mhm.
he was not at the CrossFit Games.
No, he wasn't. He wanted to go, but just it's such an expensive trip, and um, but yeah,
What does he
maybe
think when
next
he
year.
sees you out there doing what you love and like so freaking fit?
Oh, thanks. It's funny. He actually like when I first started CrossFit because he has a bodybuilding background. He was like, "Oh, like
Oh.
he's like you're gonna be like one of those gym monkeys." Like, no. And then like we watched one of the documentaries. I think it was like the Fittest on Earth one, and he was like, "Oh, like that's pretty badass." And like over the years, you can see he like now he's really into it, and he had a good time watching, and it was fun.
Oh, I love that. So, when planning your off season, were there a certain amount of like off season competitions that you wanted to do to make you feel better in that environment? Or what was like the mindset when planning the off season?
Um, I feel like we only really planned like the bigger competitions, like Wadapalooza. We had talked about Dubai, but it was like one or the other, and Wadapalooza just made more sense. Rogue was like one of those things where I didn't qualify like through an invite based off my placement at the game, so I would have had to do the qualifier, and I just didn't feel ready. I had got my wisdom teeth out. It was right after the games. Like, it just wasn't a good time to do that. So I was like, okay, like no rogue. So we planned on Wadapalooza, and then just like the local comps are kind of just spur of the moment. Like you see them, you're like, okay, like that'd be fun. But after Zelos, Zelos is I guess another one that Jared has been working hard to like make big and kind of bring
Mhm.
it to life. So that will be my last like little comp until Wadapalooza.
So, how Did you decide, like, that Zelos Games would be part of the mix? What has the training been like? Tell me a little bit about that.
Um, we know Jared pretty well. He like works with underdogs. He started Zelos, I think it was last year, maybe before.
Yep.
Um, but he had like the vision to bring it into like a live competition. So obviously, like him being in house, we kind of had first like um, we got to hear the news first, and he had asked us all if we'd be interested or wanted to compete. So that's kind of how it came about as far as planning it and doing it. Training for it, I mean, I don't think we've really adjusted our training too much. It's same training, just obviously this week we'll do a little taper, um, but training didn't really change.
Did you and Kyra, or have you and Kyra, who's also competing at Zelos, have you guys been doing any workouts together to get ready or any, like, blended work?
I think Kyra tested some of them over the weekend. I had that comp this weekend, so I didn't test any. But we've been doing like a lot of our training has had similar, uh, obviously movements, maybe not the exact workout, but we've done like the similar movement patterns or combinations. So we feel like I feel ready despite not like doing them.
Sure. I think I saw on her Instagram her doing a bunch of, ring muscle ups, and it made me think of that first event, Snake Eyes here. I can pull it up in a
Mm.
second, but what do you think about that workout number 1?
That's actually probably my favorite of the four. Um, I like muscle ups in general, and then I also happen to like the bike and box step over. So those three movements were like a nice little triplet for me personally. And I love interval style, so I like that there's like time on, time off, time on, time off.
Mhm.
I think that will be really cool, and especially with the Z scoring, which is what Zalo said they're going to be
Yeah.
doing. I think that will be really interesting with an event like this because I'm sure there will be some women that get men or women that get significantly more muscle ups than others. So that will be interesting.
So I'm curious from, like, an athlete perspective, because I feel like you talk to sports analysts and they're like, "We love Z scoring. We want to see Z scoring." But all the athletes I've spoken with, it seems like it's really mixed. What have, like, you heard? What are your thoughts on it? Especially because, like, we haven't really seen it in action yet.
Yeah, I'm really curious to kind of see how it plays out. I think just based off what I know or how I assume to understand it, that I'd prefer Z scoring just because, like, I'll give an example, like the competition I did this weekend, like, you
Mhm.
can win a workout by 10 seconds or 2 minutes, and it doesn't favor or um, like punish you either way. And you could win 3 of 4 workouts and then bomb the 4th one and still, like, screw yourself up. Whereas, like, a Z scoring system, if you do well and, like, cushion yourself, you can, like, kinda give yourself some wiggle room. Um, I don't know the cons necessarily, like, I haven't done my research. Um, I've heard it can just, like, make it a little more biased, but I don't know, I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how a lot of the things that Jared's implemented to the Zelos Games plays out. As
Mhm.
an athlete, how did it feel to be able to receive, like, the standards ahead of time, even, like, the penalties ahead of time? Like, everything was really laid out and catered to the athletes.
Yeah, I think that's really helpful and nice. I'm not sure if we have any like in-person briefings or if like that's all it accounted for. But I do think it's really nice just to get the housekeeping stuff out of the way. Like as an athlete, it's your responsibilities, and it kind of sucks being at a briefing and you have one person asking 20 questions. Um, so hopefully that will kind of negate a lot of that time.
What are your thoughts on having Andrew Hiller as the head judge? Do you think he'll end up judging you for any? Are you nervous? What are your
Uh,
thoughts?
I mean, a good rep's a good rep, so I'm not that nervous. Like ideally, you just do clean reps. Um, yeah, I think it'll be cool. I prefer a strict like judgment across the board, so I think that would be nice just to hopefully have a very even playing field.
Sure. Okay, so let's go back to some of the other workouts that we have. What one is your least favorite, or what one do you think will
Um,
hurt the worst?
I think that that quick royal flush one is gonna hurt pretty bad, just because it's so quick. And I mean, it's so quick, but it's also like it's gonna take a little bit of time. Like it's not Fran where you get it done and you don't even know what happened. Like you're gonna be very aware of what's going on, especially on that like those 9 burpees in the last round. Um, like I said, I haven't tested it, so I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like that one will be pretty yucky.
As somebody who how long have you lived in Vegas now?
Uh, I've lived here for about 2 years.
Okay, so as somebody who lives in Vegas, I'm sure you've been to the Strip, you've seen the scene at some point. Um,
Mhm.
what do you think about the names of the workouts? Does it, like, tie in with somebody who, like, lives in Vegas and you fully get it? I know that Jared was very intentional about the names.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm so boring. I don't I haven't really, like we've gone to the, like, dinner on the Strip, but haven't really gambled much. I mean, I played cards and stuff. So I think it's cool. I think the names are cool. It's Vegasy.
What is it gonna be like when everybody's there and you're able to, like, throw down at a competition, but you also don't have to travel?
Yeah, I'm super excited about that. I think that'll be so nice, and to be able to, like, sleep in your own bed, um, will also be very nice. And it's interesting because there's a lot of really good people traveling, so it's like this like high caliber competition, but you're at your home gym. I don't know, it's kind of a weird mix.
Is it gonna feel kind of like almost like the quarterfinals in a way?
Probably, probably. That would make
Have
sense
you
because I think we still have to video our workouts for the online portion because we're still supposed to submit through there. I'm not sure if like because we'll have judges if we still need to video or if it will be like approved just through the judges, but I guess it'll feel very similar to quarters like you said.
so what is the plan the rest of the week? You said that you were doing a little bit of tapering. Kinda give me a layout of the land.
Yeah, so today we trained hard like Monday, Tuesday, and today. Tomorrow will just be like active recovery, so like a swim sesh, maybe a bike sesh. Um, And then Friday is kind of go by feel. There's a EMOM if we want to do it like a pretty chill, like cardio machines, some accessory work, and then yeah, Saturday, Sunday.
Only 2 workouts each day too.
Yeah, I think
No
that's really
worries.
cool. Really cool, actually. I feel like sometimes in a competition, it's like just about survival mode, and I think it's cool to like instead, it's like okay, like what can you do? Like how can you showcase yourself in these workouts because you only have two.
Do you feel like that allows you to kind of perform to your max capacity? Because if you think of it almost as, "Oh, it's just a double training session day, only having 2 workouts."
Yeah, I would say so, and especially, like, if you, for example, are doing a 3-day competition with 3 events each day, like Rogue, like, you kinda have to have Sunday in the back of your mind when you're working out Friday, Saturday, because if you sell your soul and just trash yourself, like, you still have to make it through the weekend. Whereas with, like, 2 events, even if you sell out, you'll still have energy for the next one.
So what is the goal for Zelos?
I mean, I don't have like a numerical goal. I would like to PR my snatch on the snatch event.
What
That's
are you
been a
looking to
move.
hit?
Oh boy, my current snatch is 185. I feel like for me, it's such a hit or miss movement, and I've been like working so hard on the technique aspect. So we'll see. But as long like anything above 180 would be very nice. And then honestly, just kind of like hopefully see improvements in all the things we've been working on and go from there.
Are you somebody that, like, especially for something like the snatch that's so technical, do you thrive in, like, hitting heavier loads when you're by yourself and you can really be focused in your head? Or do you think, like, the momentum for a crowd really does help for a snatch?
I feel like I execute well under pressure. Um, Usually, like for the most part, every lifting event I've ever done in a comp, like I tend to do well, like in the moment. So yeah, I'd say like I do well off adrenaline.
And since it's local, are you having friends come to watch, cheer you on?
Yeah, everyone in the gym, or not everyone, but a lot of the members of Camp Rhino will be there.
Right, because
A
you're a
lot of my
coach there as well.
Yeah, so a lot of my members, a lot of my coworkers, and then like my friend slash manager Benji's coming down. I'm friends with a lot of the athletes, so like it'll be a good time.
Overall, just a fun event. Oh, I can't
Yeah.
wait to get to Vegas for it.
Are you coming down?
I am. I
Oh,
will be there
sweet.
on Friday.
Wonderful. That's exciting.
Yes, I'm very excited. I can't wait to catch up with everybody. I can't wait to watch you guys compete. It's gonna be so
Totally.
fun, and we'll catch up soon, Alex.
Yeah, that'll be sweet. I didn't know you're coming. That's exciting.
Yeah, and then the after party, I'll also see you there.
I think I'll be in bed. It's
To
so late.
see
It's
you.
like
I know, it starts at, like,
11:30.
11. Yeah, or
I was like
11:30.
I was like, "Maybe I need to go to bed and then I'll go."
Right. I think that the game plan is the competition finishes, everybody, like, gets some fuel, eats, maybe take a nap, and then meets
And
at the
then
after
go.
party.
Yeah. I could maybe do that. I'll try to rally you like that.
Okay. Well, Alex, thank you so much. I'm so excited to see you and everybody else. Good luck, and we'll chat soon.
Yeah, thank you so much.